G'day guys, come exploring today, just having a look and see a new area. So cars you should be able to see just up there. It appears I'm walking around some old diggings. Don't really know too much about the history around here. As I said, I've never been to this location before. Was more about actually just seeing what's around. So I did try coming in a little bit of a different way, and there was no way I was going to be walking through it. Appears the creek is down here somewhere. I think this area we're looking at here is when it's at high flood. Because this is a massive tight inside bend, and it also has it's like a big mountainside all the way around here, and there's a really sharp bend. But give me a sec to get down, because I've got to work out how I'm going to get down and how I'm going to get back up, because it's sort of hard to tell. But if I get a stick and I throw it, you'll understand. Sort of roughly, probably about 10 meters to get down to there. So I'm just going to walk around a little bit more and see the best way to get down there. All I can say at this stage is, wow. Wow. Let's have a look at what we can discover. Some glass. Nice build up of rocks. Really shallow, this creek at this spot. But it's only got a little bit deeper here. But wow. This actually looks amazing. I love turning up to places like this and not seeing any type of digging at all. No disturbance, no nothing. Definitely looks like an area to explore. Definitely. Definitely plenty of gravels. This would be a great place to set up a river sluice and have a little crack, and I might do that. Perfect little area to set up a river sluice. Nice build up of gravels there. That'd be a bit of bedrock there would be definitely slowing some gold down, and possibly just throwing it. We'll go down a little bit just so I can show you what I think would be happening. Just over there against that bank, it'll be throwing when it's in high flood. Obviously throwing all the way along that bank and dropping off where those larger rocks are. There are some larger rocks just there on that side, so that'd be shielding some off, but yeah, definitely in there. The creek does widen off here and get a bit deeper, so there's possibly another, here's another bit of glass that's a bit more modern. Definitely opens up looking up there, but then there looks like there seems to be another little pinchy point. I'm going to go have a look at that. I'll leave it here. Definitely a nice place to set up a river sluice, and as I said, I think I might have a little crack in as we're getting a bit of glass here. I think this could be a nice little area. Let's see what happens. Alright, so I've moved up the creek a little bit further, and looks like there's some riverborne gravels right up here. And as I said, this is a massive tight inside bend. This area, this is where you can see in flood the debris coming down, hugging this corner. Look at this. These gravels on the ground, bedrock, covered in gravels. Rather than the creek flowing down that way, it's taken a massive turn. It's hugging. As I said, this is a super sharp corner with a lot happening. The other thing that's happening here, let's have a look at this. This looks crazy good. So bedrock, plenty of gravels, glass. Bedrock running across the creek. Look at that. Look at all those gravels just sitting on top of bedrock. You look over here. Same sort of deal. Loads and loads of bedrock, loads of rocks that are getting deposited. A bit of a pull. Oh, it's nice and soft, that stuff that I just stepped in. More bedrock, and what I love to see is a side channel that's over here. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but that's a gully running into this. Oh, a bit like quicksand just there, but this is bedrock on this side. We've got a pool here as well. Deeper section where it's getting eroded away. Lovely, lovely looking ground. I can't even see if anyone's even done a test pan here. Modern bottle. Not really phased about modern bottles, but glass is technically like a heavy, so if you're finding glass, especially if you're searching for gems and you're finding glass, definitely a good sign. But also it is a good sign when you're searching for gold. Loads of crevices that, yeah, look, have not been touched. I'll walk over here because there is something else to show you over here. And as I showed up here, nice deep pool. And now we've also got another drop-off area here where it's getting around this bend. It's dropping off here. And the reason it's dropping off here is the water's flying down when it's not at super high flood. That bit of bedrock there is slowing it down. We're getting a gravel bar here. I still think the gold's going to be under where this water flow is. But yeah, look, this looks super interesting. Here you can see where the gravels and rocks are travelling during a reasonably high flood. But you're still talking another 4 or 5 metres to get over to there. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, and yeah, possibly I think we'll return and do a few little tests and see what comes out. Alright, I'm going to do a few test pans and then just run them through the sluice and see what happens. So the first area is just here, nice big bit of bedrock. I'm going to get this stuff, I already sort of started and I thought I better film this just to show it. So definitely looks like some heavy ironstone. I'll pull these larger rocks out of here by hand. I don't need to run anything there, but all these smaller ones, just get in here, grab them. I'll get the bait pump and I'll suck the remainder of this out, and we'll do a pan of this and we'll see what comes out. Alright, so just with the Minelab screen, something you probably haven't seen before. A little sluice. So hopefully it's set up okay. We will soon find out how it goes. Seems like it's working. I'll just keep feeding it. Right at the very start you've got some VMAT that's actually glued down into this thing, and there's a massive like edge before the matting. I know it's something I'm probably going to end up having to play with and changing. But I'm not really sure how fast I should be feeding, but look, it is clearing out of the centre, so I'll use that as the indicator in that sense. Once that black mat gets clear, I'll shove another little scoop in I think the lighter stuff will just flow over the top. Will the gold flow over the top as well? I don't know. Seems to be fairly active. So, seems like the lighter stuff's moving along. I'm not seeing any gold at all. Probably because there isn't any, but there wasn't really a lot of gravels where I just dug. As you can probably see when I'm throwing these in, it was mainly this heavier ironstone rock. Hoping to show you the flake at least. Well, nearly tipped the whole pan over then of the gravels. Now it's, you know, as normal, the time of being impatient and rushing it a little bit. But look, if I was seeing gold, then I'd slow it down a little bit, but I'm not, so let's feed this thing through and then I'll just let it sit here and let all the gold migrate all the way down. Now look, if there's gold, it should catch it. And as I said, this is the first time using this thing, so it should be able to handle what I'm throwing in there. Otherwise, I could pan it faster, to tell you the truth, if it can't even handle this pace. Alright, I'll let this thing do its job, and we'll come back and have a look how it's cleared out and what's actually happening, if there's any gold at all in that map, or the indicator anyway. Alright, I'll leave it there. Alright, so the second area I'm going to dig is just here, bedrock. Has a lot more clay, as you can see there. I'll go in that inside bend. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm not seeing any gold in the indicator. As you've seen, look, I'll show you later what I mean. There's this big step before that first riffle. I don't know how this thing's going to actually perform, but I sort of knocked a few of the gravels down. So I've got my next pan. So about half a pan full of screen gravels. We'll feed this in. This has got a lot more clay, mud in there. If I don't drop it. See that bit right there that I just dropped? That's where all the gold was. That's where the big nugget was. No nuggets, I don't think. There may not even be any gold here. What I should do, just to make it a bit easier, is throw a bit more water in here. Not that the material's dry, but it just makes it a little bit easier to scoop. As I said, I don't really know. It does look pretty full. Now, they do say with these things, you should let it totally clear. But I don't think I've got that much time that I really want to make it totally clear. The angle looks good. I don't think I need any more angle in there. But yeah, I don't have time to sit here and, as I said, I'd do this pan faster just by panning. Give it a good shake and get rid of the rest of these gravels. Now, yeah, I could probably have just test panned quicker, but I wanted to give this sluice a little run. Alright, I'm going to now leave that to clear, and I'm going to do one final test. Alright, final test is just here. So I did a test just there. Sluice is just there. I did a test just there. Last one in here. Let's see what comes out. Alright. Not seeing anything. So nothing in that indicator. So last half pan of gravel. This one's probably the stickiest, muddiest area that I've got probably the most mud and stuff out of. The rest, the first one was very, very gravelly, very, very little mud. Second spot, definitely a little bit more clay and mud. This one, yeah, chockers with gravels, but also a lot of clay. So, if of all three places, look, they're all likely spots where there could be some gold. But this last one, if there's going to be something, I'd imagine that'd be the place. But we're prospecting, and that's the fun of it. You just don't know. Where you think sometimes the best gold, it's not always there. So I'll let this run. I'm going to pack up my gear and or as much of it as I can, and give you a look at this sluice and hopefully show you some gold. I just don't know. Alright, I'm pretty sure I can spot a piece of gold right there. I'm going to lift this thing up and get it out, and we'll see. I'm looking down here going, oh, that looks like gold, that looks like gold, this looks like all loaded with gold. See all that yellow? It can't be gold. If that's gold, that's insane, but I know it's not. It's some type of yellow rock. But I'm going to slowly lift this up and I'll show you that flake that I could see. Alright. So, oh, there's another piece. So definitely two pieces of gold. Now, I'll try and get the camera in to show you what I mean by there's this lip under there where the mat sits on top, then these riffles start. So if there's any gold going to be caught, it'll come out of here and it'll go straight into that. But definitely, we have two pieces of gold. Let's see what the mat holds. Give me a minute and let me pull this apart. So with this thing, what ends up happening, I might as well just go through it. So, two wing nuts. I think they're called wing nuts. I don't know, whatever people want to call them. I call them wing nuts. That's what I know them as. Might be the old generation. Might be, you know, we used to call something else wing nuts as well, but that might be just showing my age. Right. I should probably wash that down, but you know what, if there's gold stuck there, so be it. Then this thing actually is in 2 pieces, so I'm just going to knock it. And drop the stuff out. Is that I don't know. What I will do, which I probably should have done it before, was get a pan full of water, because that would be the smart thing to do. So sit that there. Now this has got 2 mats here, so I'll take this one off first. And I will throw that in the pan. This is just moss, a reasonably sort of fine moss. Throw that up there. And it has this carpet. It's not really a backing. It's more, this stuff is actually, how can I put it? It's like a felt, you could almost say. It doesn't have a backing. You might ask, don't you use all gold rat stuff? Yep, 100%. If I would say go buy a sluice, and you're going to spend your hard earned and you wanted a sluice that was going to last you a lifetime, go buy yourself a gold rat. Why? You might ask, why gold rat? Look. It's like anything. You can say, oh, I like this thing, I like that thing. But I like holding cars. Unfortunately, the gold's just popping out everywhere, so there must have been a blade of black sand, because there's still gold flakes. I don't know where they're coming from. They're not coming out. They're not. Oh, there's my little scoop. I might have to use that. It's not. I'm going to have to. They're actually just. Well, there goes another one. They're finally coming off, but they're still staying there. Some of them are still stuck there. Let me have a look there. Just to see there if there's... I don't think that's gold, no. And let's have a look there. Is that gold? That possibly is. I'll clean that up in a sec. I'm not too fussed. I want to see what's in here. I'm sure you guys are wanting to see what's in here as well. I'm quite interested now. Oh, look at that. Should be able to see that gold sitting right on top. And I always say when you're doing your cons like this, you should actually. Oh look, I'm not going to pan anymore this way because I really want to do a reveal. And I'm getting, there's a lot of heavies here, and I'm getting a lot of gold just starting to show up on the surface. And I know I'm going to end up panning it out, so I will just back pan. I hope it's not just 5 bits of gold that I seen in the top mat, and it probably is. That's it. There we go. So 1 bit just down there. A few more little bits there. So definitely gold here, not a lot, but there's definitely gold in the creek. So now that I know that's only 5 little bits, I don't really care. I will pan it this way. And hopefully I don't lose any. Okay, I'm starting to see, as you can see there, a little bit of gold on that second riffle. So it's time to come back and then go again. And you can see all that gold right in that back corner. And the black sand. So what we can do now is we'll turn this pan to the smaller riffles. There's loads of little riffles, and we can pan that off. Start seeing them go to about the 3rd one there. Nothing's coming right past forward. Now I can just be left with that tiny little bit, and well, bit easier when you're doing this one hand. I mean 2 hands in one, but there you go. So 1, 2, 3 there, 4, oh okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, 5 there, and just underneath you'll see number 6, a little micro. So 6 little pieces of gold. Is that any good for 3 pans? Not really. But that's the fun of it. You go to a new creek and you have a little bit of an explore. I won't put any links or anything. I'm not trying to sell anything. This is just a new little river sluice I wanted to play with. Did I lose gold? Who knows? Doesn't matter. Not really. Hope you have enjoyed it. The other thing you'll see here is a little bit of drone footage. This is one of the things that monetizing my channel has been able to do for me, is purchase a couple of little things, and that way I can add to the channel. There is the Murray River's support that I've got on the channel now. Also, you know, the views and the likes and all that stuff. The more likes you get, the more it might jump on the algorithm and get a few more views, which helps the channel get a couple of bucks, and with that money goes straight back into the channel to get a few new things, add to the channel a little bit more. So there are a few levels, but really at the end of the day, the $4.99 support is the one if you were going to help out. There are some other ones with some training and bits and pieces and coming out on events that I have, and do some local prospecting. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Hope to see you soon. And until the next time, I'll see you all later.